This is Greg Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV. We're here today with Ulrich Selbach, who is the head of the SMM exhibition in Hamburg, Germany. And Ulrich, first and foremost, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Okay. So Ulrich, I believe it was just about a year ago. It was about September that I was in Hamburg, and the world was a very different place at the time. So Ulrich, obviously COVID-19 has changed many industries around the world, in particular your end of the business in the exhibition and conference sector. To start us out, I know it's a very broad-based question, but can you add some insight as to how you see this event having near and long-term effect on international exhibitions?
It definitely will. I would say this COVID-19, someone said, like, who was the one who brought digitalization the most forward in all industries? And it was not the chief digital officer, it was not the big internet specialist, but it was COVID-19. So all of us, including the trade fair industry, are being faced that we need to offer more digital offers to our exhibitors and visitors. So what we're looking into things that we have been working on gradually, it's now like a COVID-19 boost to be more digital, to even have like hybrid offers on our shows for people who cannot come to Hamburg, for example. And so, yes, there will be a change in the industry. So I'm still convinced that people, especially after the pandemic, will be very eager to meet again. And meeting in the surrounding of a trade fair, where, as of now, as we are planning, you are in a hall, very regulated, the way you can walk down with wider hallways, all wearing a mask, only so many people allowed to go in one hall, 1.5 meter difference between you. On the stands, you have a plexiglass wall behind you so you can move closer. At the moment, no stand parties, so no socializing with alcohol in a bigger group. In a big hall with a good climatization. There's no queues to wait because everything will be done online. Conferences where some people might sit 1.5 meters away from each other, but others might sit in the next big building watching the conference on a screen, and the third party watching the conference online somewhere else because he or she are not allowed to travel to the trade fair. So all this is going to happen. And if I look at our hygiene, health and safety guidelines, which we will also send out to our SMM exhibitors in October, we have taken many measures to make it a safe event.
Ulrich, I know, and again, as you well know, I personally have been coming to the SMM since 1992. I know the decision when it was taken to move it to February of 2021, I'll assume that it couldn't have been an easy one, but could you discuss with me the rationale to move it to early 2021 versus simply just saying, we're going to miss this one, we'll see you in 2022?
One thing is, as trade fair organizers, we have been preparing an event for 2 years together with our exhibitors and visitors, and we don't want this to be in vain. So we think it's worth doing it. And I mean, SMM being the #1, the leading maritime trade fair globally, it's important for the industry to meet at this platform. And if you are here for 2 or 4 days at SMM, it will save you maybe 2 to 4 months of business travels you need to do around the world. So it's still in favor of the industry to have this meeting place. And we felt it's a good chance to do it 5 or 6 months later. And so we took the decision to postpone it. But we believed there is a value to the exhibitors, to the visitors, to the participant, also to the industry, to have this global meeting point at SMM. And that's the main reason why we postponed it, not canceled it.
do you have a projection of the number of exhibitors and visitors that you expect to welcome to Hamburg?
If we look at as of today, SMM 2021 has 85% of the exhibitors of SMM 2018. So we only lost 16% as of today, which makes still a full SMM, maybe without 2 additional halls, but it would be still by far the biggest show that you have. So that's status end of August 2020. We will see when we send out the health and safety guidelines mid-October to our exhibitors, because then they can take a look at them and they can see if they are as convinced as we are, and then still decide not to come. So actually the day of truth will be sometime in early November when we know the exact numbers. But the good thing is also we get new applications in. And you know, when you look at all the big names, with some few exceptions, are still with us. All the halls are full.
Well, I know you addressed it in our first question, and I know some of the rules and regulations are evolving as we speak. But when you look forward to the event in February of 2021, how will SMM look the same? How will the SMM look different?
Everyone who comes there will be very happy to see the friends, the community again. I think that will be the same. That it will be the same, the internationality of the show that you will find, and that will be the same. I think we're going to have the same great weather, sunshine, as we always have at SMM. Maybe not the temperature in early February, but then we might offer everyone a nice hot Glühwein outside. So these are things I expect to be the same. Different will be definitely that we have more hybrid digital offers. I see our conferences being that you can watch them on ground or on our open stages, the topics there. But if you cannot come to Hamburg, that you can participate online in a digital way.
You referenced sending out information to exhibitors and visitors. If I'm considering exhibiting, I'm considering attending, what are some critical dates that I should look at going forward to make my decision?
One is when you're an exhibitor, you will get an information from us sometime mid-October. You will get the health and safety guidelines, and you will get specific SMM21 FAQs. And based on this information, you can make up your mind if you still want to participate or if you want to cancel the show. If you still want to participate, you do nothing. You just stay with us. If you want to cancel, you have 2 weeks time to give us some reasons, which we most likely all of them will accept, and we release you out of the contract, and we will pay you back 100% of what HMC charged you. So we are super transparent and we are super fair to our customers. I mean, that's something we want to also send out to the maritime industry. We will, if we cannot deliver, we will not ask you for your money. But yeah, and then in early, I would say when we have gathered all the information, sometimes in mid-November, we would also then look at the numbers of how many exhibitors will we expect, how many visitors, how many countries have travel restrictions, what are the current official regulations. And then if we would have to cancel SMM, it would be latest at the end of November, early December, 2 months prior to the show. Because we feel exhibitors need 2 months to prepare the event.
Uli, again, we appreciate your time. We wish you the best of luck, you and your team. And again, hopefully we will all see you in February in Hamburg. This is Greg Troutline with Maritime Reporter TV.